Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying a Universal Yums box. This is a tasting adventure to the United Kingdom. We bought this at World Market. It was $19.99, and we have a very long playlist on the channel of foods that we've had from the United Kingdom. It's actually like England and Scotland. I've got them combined, and so I mean there's just there's a lot on that playlist. So when I saw this box in World Market, I was shocked because it shows you exactly what you're going to get, the items. I was shocked that we have not had any of these items, and so it's like, oh, I have to try that. Because we've had so much, like I said. I have opened this box. It had plastic wrap on it. I took the plastic wrap off because I wanted to take pictures of each bag. Now, I only took a picture of the front. I didn't take a picture of the calories because the calories are on the back of the box. And I do have pictures of these calories at the end of the video. If you want to know, you could pause it. But I didn't do that on the bags because of that.
Yeah, no reason to.
I made sure I opened this because the last Universal Yums box we had, it was a World Market exclusive. It was a big box. I completely forgot, oh, I should take pictures of all these. So I actually opened it on camera and everything and didn't think until it was way too late that I didn't get pictures. And I'm sure you all would like pictures of the individual things. So I made sure I did that this time. So Kevin was not in the room when I opened this box though. And I'm really excited for him to see one of these items especially.
And I'm not looking at the sides either.
Yeah, he doesn't, yeah. Well, the fun thing that I found, you wouldn't have even noticed it in that picture anyway. So this is it says, welcome to the United Kingdom. It's just pointing out
factoids.
Yes, and this is your scorecard, which they give you in these Universal Yums boxes, and this is to keep track of your favorites, least favorites, all that. And then you get the book that goes along with everything that's going to describe each one of these things in here. So we have some Taylor's potato crisp. These are pickled onion. Okay. And we had Taylor's potato crisp in that big Universal Yums box that I was telling you about. That brand was in that box as well. Taste the World or something like that. Okay, these are called All Rounders by Buchanan's. These are wine gum soft candies.
Some people love wine gum, some people hate them. So
these are Bristow's of Devon. This is rhubarb and custard flavor bonbons.
Rhubarb.
Do you remember Jennifer and Nathan and Mike sent us some rhubarb and custard years ago?
I do not like a rhubarb mess.
These are Dean's all butter shortbread petticoat tails.
So they're cookies or biscuits.
I'm going to give you this thing last. This is the Walker's Nunsuch, which we've had Walker's Nunsuch before, but this is banana flavor toffee.
Oh, okay.
And then lastly, this is the thing that I was shocked when I saw the name of.
Whack, then unwrap.
This is the one that I think you're going to be surprised. This is Iron Brew Millions.
I like an Iron Brew.
And they're teeny tiny. It says that tiny, tasty, chewy sweets, but they're Iron Brew.
That sounds neat.
So if you don't know, Iron Brew is a drink, and
it's Scotland's drink.
Yes, and it's so good.
It seems to be Scotland's drinks because it's everywhere up there.
Okay, so let's see.
Are we gonna go in their order?
We're gonna go in their order. Yeah. So you open the book. And it's telling you
the full English.
The full English, yes.
Breakfast.
Which
we've
had that. It's so good. So it's describing, it's telling you all about the United Kingdom. These books are great, very informative. It's giving you trivia, you get the answers. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the shortbread. If Kevin doesn't break it. Oh yeah.
It's just easier.
Okay, so it says, shortbread is a light buttery cookie traditionally made with just butter, flour, and sugar. These cookies were made in Scotland as early as the 12th century. Shortbread has historically come in a variety of shapes and sizes, including triangular wedges that are known as petticoat tails. The recipe for these shortbreads was created in 1975 by Helen Dean, who was selling cookies to raise money for her husband's band. As the band toured, Helen's shortbread became famous across Scotland. Dean's now offer shortbread in a variety of shapes, rounds, fingers, and of course petticoat tails. Today, Dean's shortbread is still made by hand and with care, but on a much larger scale. In 1 year, Dean's uses enough butter in its shortbread cookies to spread on 40 million slices of toast. So we usually, in America, we see a lot of the Walker's shortbread. So this is going to be that, like that.
Yeah.
It looks like a piece of pie.
It does look like a slice of pie. I haven't tried. I figured you'd take a bite. I could just take a bite after you. The shortbread that we have here is not what I would consider shortbread. It's shortbread, but only in the loosest definition of shortbread.
That's good shortbread, though. And it has some sweetness to it.
Anytime you can taste the butter, it's good shortbread. And the butter matters. Because we've had some where the butter wasn't quite as good. This, you can tell this is a good quality butter. It's a good rich flavor.
I had to take another bite.
Tammy's favorite is like shortbread.
I love shortbread.
It's very good.
Well,
very nice. And it's crumbly. It's not hard. Sometimes you get shortbread, it's kind of hard. This one's kind of crumbly. It's really nice.
It's crumbly. You get the butter, but you also get sweetness there.
Yeah.
And
this one's lacking a little bit of salt. Sometimes they'll put just the butter has just a touch of salt in it. This one doesn't have that. It's all sweet.
I think this is a really nice brand, though, and I wouldn't have ever known that. I don't recall ever having Dean's, but I would have thought, just honestly, that it was going to be inferior to Walker's, and you would have to have them side by side to compare them. But I personally think this is very delicious.
Excellent.
Yeah, and it's hard to believe the recipe was created in 1975, because I would have thought shortbread was like as old as the United Kingdom itself, you know? It just seems like it's always been around, and so that amazes me that that's new. That's a baby.
Is that when they created the shortbread or when shortbread was introduced?
Their words. The recipe for these shortbreads.
Yeah.
The recipe for these shortbreads was created.
Yeah, so the person that invented it, this
Helen Dean.
Yeah. But you know what? Shortbreads they're all made the same, but the ingredients they use is so different. It makes it so different.
Okay, now we're going from something sweet.
It's really good.
To pickled onion.
Yeah, they picked the order, not us.
Potato chips, or crisps as they're called in the UK, were invented by accident in 1853 when a customer complained about the thickness of the fried potatoes that they had been served, and in turn received the thinnest, crispiest slices of potatoes the world has ever seen. The salty snack quickly grew in popularity, and crisps were soon available to purchase in stores, where they were sold in barrels or scooped from large containers. Potato chips were originally enjoyed plain, perhaps with a sprinkle of salt, until advances in food technology led to the availability of new and unique flavors in the 1950s. These pickled onion potato crisps are a newer flavor. In England, pickled onions are often enjoyed alongside classic dishes like fish and chips or aged cheeses. These extra crunchy crisps have a perfectly puckery pickle aroma, and tailors suggest enjoying them alongside your favorite sandwich.
So whoever go ahead. So whoever was, they're very strong. Whoever did the first potato chips was being a smart aleck. Those are too thick. That's fine. I'll show you. I'll make them so thin you won't complain anymore.
Oh, I like those. I like that flavor a lot. Look how big that is.
It's neat because when you're first eating them, you're thinking, oh, it's pickle flavor. But then the onion comes in.
No, it's pickled
I know,
onion.
that's what I'm saying. It tastes like pickle when you first get it. Like really strong vinegar.
Very.
And then you get the onion.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like pickle.
No, but you think you're going to get a pickle
You
when
think
you first lay it on your tongue. You think,
Right.
oh, these are pickle. And they're like, no, wait, these are onion.
They're onion, yeah.
Those are good. They're They're a processed chip. They're not a like sliced chip and fried. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like the texture's different.
They're not my favorite kind of potato chip because they are like a Pringles. They're thicker though.
They've been like ground up and squished into a texture.
But I like that onion flavor so much that I would totally get a bag of these again because I
really
like that flavor.
And they have a nice crispy texture too. They're different than Pringles though. They have a little bit better texture than Pringles.
I think they have a better flavor than Pringles.
Oh, 100%.
Because Pringles all have a very distinct potato,
raw potato
flavor. These don't have that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, wine gums.
Yeah. Now these are going to be multiple flavors.
In 1909, Charles Gordon Maynard invented wine gums. He had hoped to create a candy with a more refined flavor, one that people might savor like traditional wine. Since wine gums don't contain any real wine, they were originally marketed as an alternative to alcohol, a less sweet, sophisticated candy specifically for grown-ups. As wine gums now come in a variety of fruity flavors, with the darker flavored candies more closely mimicking the flavor of red wine. Firm, chewy, and boldly flavored, these candies are aligned with Maynard's original vision and especially popular among adults. But what kid can say no to a gummy? Children in the UK love them too. Okay.
Looks like there's 4 flavors.
They smell good. Does it say on the back the flavors?
And it just says assorted flavors. There's a green, a purple, a pinkish color, and an orange.
Huh. I think
we didn't get much in the orange. We only got 2.
I think all candy places should tell you they should give you all the flavors, and these absolutely don't.
No.
Okay. So we only got 2 orange. So do you want a half one?
Yeah, that's fine. Just buy it. They should be they're tougher than I thought.
Oh, they're tough. But wine gums are tough.
Very, very tough. I'm thinking we've tried wine gums in the past. I didn't care for them because they were so tough.
I like
the little babies better.
The jelly babies.
Jelly babies.
We've had wine gums before from Canada, and they were extremely tough. These are like that. That I do love that orange flavor.
Yeah, the orange is really nice. I love the flavor. It's just, boy, they're tough. I mean, like, tire tough.
And that tasted just like orange. Like.
They're different shapes.
Do you think that's supposed to be strawberry?
Probably. I'm trying to keep room on the plate.
I think it's supposed to be strawberry, but it's not as, I hate to say as artificial as our strawberry, but I think it's not as strong as our candy strawberry, but it's still really, I love the flavor of it. I think it's really nice. Okay.
This is the purple? It's probably black currant.
Probably, it is. 100% black currant.
Tell you what, if you need some dental work, don't eat these. If you got a loose tooth you're trying to knock out, it's a good way to get rid of it.
Black currant, it still comes as like a surprise when I eat it, but I do enjoy it now.
We like it better than we did.
Yeah, used to, I thought it was absolutely horrific because we don't have black currant things here, and it was just like an assault to your taste buds.
It's pretty strong.
But because it's not like grape. But now that I'm used to it, it's like, no, this is what it's supposed to taste like, and I enjoy it.
The grape is like a little tart and sweet. These are more, black currant's more bitter and sharp.
That one's lime. Is that a lime too, or is that lemon? I think it's the same one.
It's green.
Yeah. Well, it kind of looks a little yellow.
But they say like gin, port. They have names on them, but that doesn't have anything to do with the...
That green one is lime. I actually like those, and if we weren't on video, I would take the time to just suck on it for a little while to see if it got softer.
It up,
yeah, and then kind of like chew it up like a little jelly. But since we're on video, we don't want to take all day. I actually think those are really, all the flavors are very good. I would eat any of those.
The black currant kind of hangs around for a while, but I just think they're too tough. That's my only opinion about it.
Okay.
The flavors are fine.
Millions.
Okay.
Millions. I don't think I've ever had Millions from the UK.
Never heard of them.
Millions are tiny, chewy sweets that come in a variety of flavors, including strawberry, apple, and bubble gum. The candy was first launched in 1990, and it became so popular that it inspired a plethora of branded merchandise.
They look like nerds.
Including, I've got to finish my sentence. You interrupted my sentence. The candy was first launched in 1990, and it became so popular that it inspired a plethora of branded merchandise, including mugs, key rings, and scented candles.
Yeah.
These particular Millions are flavored to taste like Iron Brew, a popular soft drink in Scotland. The Golden Casket Group launched these Iron Brew flavored candies in 2019 as a way for the company to celebrate its Scottish heritage. The candy even has its own character, Ron Brew, a small redhead with a wild personality. The flavor is considered to be quaint, essentially Scottish, famous for its unique zingy taste. So you see that little red guy.
Yeah, I left it on your package. Not that it matters. You already took pictures. Anyway, they'll look like runts, but they don't chew like runts.
They're very chewy.
Mm-hmm. The minute you start chewing them, everything you stick in your mouth clumps together like taffy.
It is like taffy.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of odd because instead of getting like really soft, it kind of gets tougher. I think it gets tough like taffy. And it really, really, really gets stuck in your teeth.
It reminds me of
They're so tiny.
like a now later or something. After an now later's warmed up, you know how they're still kind of tough and they're sticky. That's what that reminds me of.
It's not the for me. If I found the other flavors that we're talking about, apple, bubblegum, and strawberry, I would try them. But this would not be a candy that I would eat personally because I would worry about my teeth. Yeah. Because they really, really get stuck in your teeth, and they're so tiny that they're not that pleasurable to eat. I think because they are so tiny.
Mine have all clumped together.
Mine did too. Yes, mine did too. It clumped together, but it clumped together in my teeth, and then it was hard to get out of my teeth.
At first it did, but once it started sticking together, I kind of moved it to where I was just kind of chewing it with my front teeth.
I would rather
I'm just letting it dissolve right now.
I would rather have a Starburst or a Now and Later or something larger. Yes, something solid and larger, because these are so teeny tiny. They're just not as they're not bad. They're just not as fun to eat. And do they taste like Iron Brew?
They don't taste anything like the Iron Brew that I remember.
No, they don't to me either. But they are nice and sweet.
Yeah, they're sweet. But the Iron Brew tastes like what our Big Red is here. It kind of reminded you of that flavor a little bit. These don't remind. These just taste like a taffy.
It's just like very sweet. Yeah, but I think it's really cool.
It's good.
And I knew when I saw that in the box, I was like, Iron Brew, that is so awesome. Okay, so now we have the rhubarb and custard. The word bonbon comes from the French word bon, meaning good, which is a fitting name for these delectable round candies.
So they're good.
Bonbons originated in France during the 1600s and eventually made their way to Britain, where they were first enjoyed by the wealthy and elite before industrialization made candy more available to the masses. These bonbons take inspiration from a classic British dessert, rhubarb and custard, a dish featuring soft cooked rhubarb and smooth, creamy vanilla custard, essentially vanilla pudding. Rhubarb is native to Asia and came to England via the Silk Road during the 14th century. It's technically a vegetable, but it's more commonly used in desserts. The tartness of rhubarb pairs especially well with the sweet, creamy treats like ice cream and custard, as you'll see with this delightful candy combo.
They're soft.
Oh.
That is so tart. It just grabs your tongue and like twists it in knots. Whew. I think that's sourer than most of the sour candy we have over here.
You know,
I had a hard time not making lots of faces.
Huh.
You don't
I like
find
it.
that hard?
I like it.
We don't think it's that tart?
Mm-mm.
Ooh, I think it's very tart. Flavor's not bad.
I don't remember what Jennifer, Nathan, and Mike sent us years ago.
I'm thinking they were hard.
I thought it was hard too, like a mint. And that's what I was thinking, that they sent us a rhubarb and custard mints. And
they were hard candies.
We didn't like them at all. I mean, we thought they were just terrible. But tastes change and tastes mature and grow. And I think through this channel, I definitely think our tastes have grown and changed, just like with the black currant. And we can appreciate different flavors now. And this rhubarb and custard, I don't mind it at all. And I would have never thought that. Yeah, see, I could eat the whole bag of them. It is very tart, but I thought it was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Okay, lastly.
It doesn't taste bad. Like I said, it's just very, very tart.
Lastly, we have the Walker's Nonesuch.
It says smack it.
We'll do that before I start talking. When bananas arrived in London in 1633, most people weren't sure what to make of them, but they would soon become one of Britain's most popular fruits. Over time, bananas have featured in several British desserts, including the beloved classic banoffee pie, which combines banana slices, gooey toffee, or often dulce de leches, and whipped cream inside a snappy cookie crust.
I need to smack it again.
Smack it. Smack it.
There we go. Literally whack it.
Okay, these yummy banana toffees also feature the flavors of bananas and toffee, but in the form of a firm, chewy candy. Because of their sticky texture, it can be difficult to pull these squares of toffee apart from one another. Walker's recommends the smart strategy: whack, then unwrap and enjoy. This will help break apart the pieces for easier eating. Try a square along with your afternoon tea or coffee for the perfect sweet treat.
It's funny, if you try to like break it, you can't. It's soft. You have to literally whack it. It has to do that rapid like smack to break up.
The flavor is incredible though.
It's a very smooth, like silky caramel too.
Yeah, we've had these before.
It's good.
This one looks like it's melted just slightly, because normally when you get these in the package, they're distinct squares. You can see where the line was.
Yeah.
And they're like little perforated.
And I guess when you whack it, it'll break all those lines.
Yeah, this one's melted just slightly. Incredibly sweet, buttery. The
banana's there.
The banana's delicious. It's a very sweet banana. I love banoffee pie.
I'm glad they didn't make the banana too strong. The banana's nice, but it mixed really well with the caramel.
And then at the end of the book, they have a recipe for traditional Scottish bannock. It has flour, baking soda, cream of tartar, sugar, salt, rolled oats, butter, and buttermilk or natural yogurt required.
It looks like a biscuit, but then again, it looks like something you would take on a hiking trip or something, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Like a hardtack, like something you take hiking with you. It looks hearty.
It looks like a...
It's thin.
Like a muffin, but it's thin. Yeah. It looks like a muffin, but in like a bread form. And then it says flavor versus flavor. F-L-A-V-O-U-R, the British, versus F-L-A-V-O-R. And it's how to talk about British foods. So in the
it's got the United States, what it means.
Right. So in the United Kingdom, it's called a banger. In the United States, we call that a sausage. So in the United Kingdom, they would say crisps, but we say chips. They say chips and we say fries. Courgette is a zucchini. Aubergine is eggplant. Biscuit is a cookie. Mash is mashed potatoes.
That's why bangers and mash is literally mashed potatoes and a sausage.
Rocket is arugula. A buddy is a sandwich with buttered bread roll. A cuppa is a cup of tea. Cheese toasty is a grilled cheese. Pudding is dessert in general. So if they say we're going to eat pudding, or we're going to eat pudding, that just means dessert.
I'm ready for pudding.
Right. It doesn't mean like literally pudding. It just means dessert. Yorkshire pudding is savory popover, not a dessert.
It's a bread.
A Yorkshire pudding, you have it with your Sunday roast.
You have it with gravy usually.
You have it with gravy. Yeah, you fill it with gravy.
Some good stuff.
It's very good. A tea
I've
is...
made it a couple times.
Yeah. Tea is a light snack, the beverage itself, or sometimes the evening meal. So I've known people from like Newcastle, and instead of saying we're going to have dinner, they'll say we're going to have tea. But that is dinner. A sarnie is a sandwich. Now, I have not heard that. I have not heard anyone say sarnie. And then prawns are shrimp.
Yeah.
And then they have pub culture. But these Universal Yums are, they're very fun boxes for foodies. So like I said, this one was at World Market. We bought a couple of others for World Market. If you go in now, look for their advent calendar. We reviewed their advent calendar. It's
all candies.
It's wonderful. It really is wonderful. It's a terrific advent calendar because you get one of these books with it, and it's going to take you time. And well, you're not going to open it like we did in one sitting, but
you're going to enjoy each day. Though,
you're going to
each day was really nice.
Yes, but these you're paying. It was $19.99 for the box. You're paying about $3.33 per snack in this particular box. But you're paying for the box, the book, the information.
But honestly, if you were to go buy that bag of potato chips right there, those chips, the crisp, you'd probably pay $2.50 for them.
You probably would
at World Market anyway.
You probably would.
And those cookies would probably, those shortbread cookies, those would probably be like $5 or $6.
They probably would, yeah, individually at World Market.
So something, I think ultimately it will. I mean, you may be paying a little bit more in the box, but I think overall, I think it's going to even out.
Yeah.
For the most part, because you can't get most of this over here.
No, like those Iron Brew Millions.
Yeah, never seen them made.
No, and I like it even at World Market. I've never seen this brand of potato chip. These particular potato chips. So in this, honestly, this even if I had seen those potato chips, maybe I haven't bought them before. So it gives you the opportunity you're going to try these things because you bought it in this box or somebody gave it to you, where normally you might not have bought those. I might have never bought these wine gums because it's like, nah, we've tried wine gums from Canada and we didn't like them. But it gave me the opportunity to try these again. So I think these boxes are well worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I like them a lot.
Yeah, if you go buy 6 items at World Market that are similar to these, you're probably going to pay pretty close to $20 anyway.
Yeah, so I just think this from
it seems like a lot when you say the big number,
right?
But if you break it down, it's not that bad.
No, and from what we've experienced, it's really good quality. A lot of care has been put into.
And no, we're not getting anything from the company.
No, not at all.
No,
we just like it, and I want to brag on them because I like them a lot. But we do have more to review because I found most of my boxes at World Market, but I have 2 more boxes to review that we actually bought off Amazon because I like them so much. I knew, I saw them on Amazon. It's like, I'm going to get those. So those will be surprises because they haven't been in any grocery haul or anything like that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be pictures at the end. And thanks for watching.